Hello, my brothers and sisters. Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is your sister, Queen Divine. Today, I have a message, a very complicated message for everyone all over the world. This message is about some people who are having issues with their ex-husbands or their ex-wives. And when it comes to their marriage, they now refuse them of participating on their wedding day. This thing has been going on for a long time. I've seen it happens as well. I also know some few people who has also been involved in this kind of problems. And I want to talk about it, and I felt it's something important that I have to head out. It's so important that I have to make one or two messages about these issues. And I'm going to use this opportunity to give advices to many of those girls, of those women, daughters all over the world who are having issues of such things. Maybe they're having issues with their fathers. I want to give them some advice on what to do, because this is what I think and I know is very, very right. My message on this content is this. If you know you are having issues with your daddy, no matter what he did to you, you should please, on your wedding day, or your mommy, on your wedding day, you should invite them. This is very, very important in the lives of every individuals. Because if your daddy or your mommy never gave birth to you, if they ever told your parents that you should be aborted during the time of pregnancy, which they would have done, and they never did it, they kept you alive and they brought you up to some extent in your lives, and they were no longer participating in your welfare before you got married. My sisters or brothers out there, you should also understand that we should never bite our fingers. We should never scratch our skin the way it itches us. Your father is the most important person in your marriage. A father is the most important person in the marriage of everybody who are getting married, and they are entitled to be present in that marriage, be it traditional wedding, be it white wedding. This is something very, very important. Our fathers are the number one most important people that should be invited to the wedding of their children. As Africans, we have a very strong belief and we have a very strong culture. You cannot have a wedding ceremony and you disallowed your father from being a participant on your wedding day. And the dowries, bride price, they are all paid to the father of the person that is going to be married. The mothers are not entitled to a dowry. In my country, in Nigeria, the fathers are the ones whom the dowries are being paid to, and they also need the blessings of their father on their married day. As our children, we should never listen to anybody, even to our mother, who had problems with their husbands, with their fathers. When it comes to your wedding day, you should invite your parents, your daddy, to your marriage occasion, which is so important. He owns the dowry, he owns the money that is going to be paid on you. Your uncle doesn't need it. He doesn't have the right to collect your father's dowry as far as your daddy is still alive. If your father is not alive, it is so that any of the close family to the father is going to collect the dowry, not even a man from the mother's family. It is prohibited in my culture. When a father is dead, one of the brother from the father's family, the money, the bride price will be paid to the father, to the one of the father's family, and is going to pray for the child, and is going to be the one that is going to hand over the daughter to the family, to the guy that is going to be married to, is going to give the child to the father of the man, and the father of the man will not give the daughter to the man who is going to be married to their daughter. So that's the way it should be, and that's the exact way it should be. A mother should not deprive a daughter of inviting the father to his matrimonial marriage. This is wrong. It's not the rightful thing, and any daughter should not allow their mothers to stop them from inviting their fathers, from telling the fathers what to do during their wedding day, no matter whatever the father did to them. I know some fathers, they weren't there to support the upgrown of the upbringing of their kids, but that doesn't really mean it's so important him being there as a father all these years. Him being not there as a father all these years he should be the one to be there, and he should be the one to be giving the dowry of their daughters. This is the way it should be. This is the exact way that a marriage should be celebrated. One thing I blame about some of our parents today in Africa, some of them goes about accepting a marriage where the father of the person, the bride, is not invited, and then know that this person, the bride, the father is still alive. As our parents, if your your sons are about to get married to a woman, you should make sure their fathers are there. If their fathers are not there, I see no reasons you should accept such marriage. They have to go and settle with their fathers. As far as the father is still alive, you should go and they should tell them to settle. You should tell the bride to settle with his fathers, with their fathers, and then they should reconcile, and the father should be there as far as he is still alive. If he is not alive, that's a different thing entirely. But if he is alive, he should be there to receive the bride price, and he should be the one to hand over his daughters to the groom. If he's not there, that marriage should never hold. This is the way it should be. I have seen some people who do these things. They accept daughters from their mothers without their father being in their marriage. I personally can never allow my son to marry a lady whom the father is still alive, and she refused to see him and to invite him to their wedding. I can never, I swear, I can never allow any of my son to get married to such family. If you don't make up with your father, him be a bad father, him be the worst father on earth, she should invite a father. He should be the one that is going to give their daughter to the man. If the father is not there, that marriage should not be accepted. And I want to let some people know about this, that a father is very, very important in a marriage. When you bring your father to your marriage, the families of the people you are getting married to, they will respect you so much. They know you have a backbone. And if you don't bring your father, they are going to mock you and they are going to treat you like a piece of trash. As far as your father is still alive, every daughters all over the world who are having issues with their fathers should please go down their knees and plead for their father to be welcome on their wedding day. And the marriage should be held in the house of their fathers, not in an hotel, not in the house of their mothers, no matter how rich they are. Every marriage celebration is entitled to be celebrated in the house of their fathers. That is the way it should be. This is how we do it in Africa. I can never go out to get married in my husband's house. I can never go out there to be married in my mother's house. I can never go out there to be married in my brother's house. I can never go out there to be married in an hotel or in a motel or in a stage. I can never do that. No matter the problems I'm having with my father, as far as he's still alive, I'm going to do my traditional marriage or my Christian marriage in his house. I'm going straight there to celebrate the marriage. And when you're celebrating your marriage, there are it depends on the families you're coming from. The father is entitled to. It will not bring a list. There are lists they will bring to the groom. The groom will come for introduction. Then the father will not go out to speak with his families. And each families, they have this thing they do, the process, the procedures they take in their marriage when you come to marry one of their daughters. He will not bring a list from his families and tell you these are the things that we will collect from you. These are things that we collect from anybody who comes to take our daughter's hands in marriage. And these are things that are very, very important that should be respected. If you don't do that and you now goes to your mother's family and now tell them this is what you're gonna do, refusing and rejecting your daddy, that's a very wrong thing to do and is a very big mistake. And you should know that no man is going to respect you. They are going to mock you, and they will look at you like, what's the kind of family is this? Even if they don't tell you, but one day when you have problems with them, they are going to burst out and they're going to reveal the truth to you, and they're going to tell you into your face, not even at your back. So I'm telling this, making these videos for some of our mothers who have issues with their husbands. Please, if you know you have such issues with your husbands, never you involve your kids into these problems. Let them call their fathers and let their fathers be a representative of them in their marriages. It's not good, it's not fair for any mother to deprive their fathers of coming into their wedding, of presenting into their wedding. This is uncultural. It's not cultural at all. It's something that is not good. So I'm also telling every daughters and sons out there, when you go to marry, as far as your daddy is alive, you should invite him, even if you have terrible problems with them. Invite him, let him be there and represent you as a father. That's how you're going to have respect from your in-laws. I'm telling you the truth of it all. And if you continue like this kind of situations will continue to happen in your families. Maybe tomorrow you're going to have a child. When you have a child and that same child will have a problem with his father, and his father will not be invited, and you indirectly making a kind of curses to yourselves, to your families, and to your kind of your generations as well. If you don't know, you indirectly putting this bad attitude to your lives, because the moment you started it, some of your children are going to also have such issues, and they will start doing it too, and this is not good. It's so sad. So my advice to everybody out there all over the world, please ladies, please mothers, if you know you're having issues with your ex-husbands, please never deny them of being invited to their daughter's marriage or to their son's marriage, because is just a day's celebration, and they should be accepted no matter the situations between the both of them. And every daughters out there and sons out there, you guys should not deny your daddy of presenting in your marriage. Please, this is my message to everyone all over the world. God bless you all. I am your sister, Queen Divine. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am your sister. I love you guys. Bye.